Welcome to Kermode Uncut. It's the summer holidays. It's the time of year that I usually do a mid-term report, looking back on the first 6 months of the year for my best and worst movies released in UK cinemas from the period January through June. I know we're the end of July, beginning of August, but the ones that came out in June, some of you might not have seen immediately. So, as usual, we're going to do 4 blogs, numbers 10 to number 6, numbers 5 to number 1 of best and worst. So let's start with number 10 to number 6 of my favourite films released in UK cinemas January through June 2018. And at number 10, I'm delighted to say there's a horror movie. Now, I know that Hereditary was the film that made the critics applaud and the audiences scream, but A Quiet Place was the movie that made them all shut up and take notice. A Quiet Place is a really terrifically well-constructed horror movie, not least because it's only after watching the movie that you realise that it doesn't make a whole bunch of sense, but while you're there, you are right in the middle of it, and I saw it in a cinema which started off noisy, 10 minutes in, everyone went absolutely silent. Now that really is scary.
अमेरिका के पास सुपरमैन है, बैटमैन है, स्पाइडरमैन है, लेकिन इंडिया के पास बैडमैन है.
At number 9, a film some of you won't have seen because it didn't do huge business, but I really liked it. It's a Hindi movie called Padman. It's based on a really impressive true story about a man who invented a machine for making sanitary towels, which hugely improved the health of the women in his village and indeed across the country. What I really like about it is it's a film which is taking a subject which in many ways is very taboo, menstruation, and turning it into a full-on mainstream drama that everyone can enjoy. It's a really smart film. I knew nothing about it before I went in to see it, and I came out with a big smile on my face because I thought that is a brave piece of filmmaking that works as a piece of proper crowd-pleasing entertainment, and it's dealing with a really important subject. Padman, if you haven't seen it yet, do check it out. It's really well worth your time.
Reynolds has made my dreams come true, and I have given him what he desires most in return. Every piece of me.
On to number 8, and it's an indication of how great the film releases in the UK this year have been so far, that Phantom Thread is at number 8. I haven't enjoyed watching somebody order breakfast as much as I enjoyed watching Daniel Day-Lewis do that in what he's described as his last screen role. I was thinking back to Michael Hordern in Whistle and I'll Come to You, and I said to Paul Thomas Anderson, was that an inspiration? He said it was, which is nice, because every now and then you see something and a director confirms it. Phantom Thread is brilliant. It's like a fairy tale, it's a dark love story, it's funny in places, it's tragic in other places, and it has the most brilliant score by Johnny Greenwood, who finally got that Oscar nomination that was denied him all those years ago for There Will Be Blood. Phantom Thread at number 8.
Whatever you do it carefully.
Habla una amiga de Orlando. Yo soy...
Sí, sí sé quién es.
Lo que pasa es que Orlando se empezó a sentir pésimo. ¡Orlando! Y se murió.
Se murió.
At number 7, the film that won the Oscar for Best Foreign Language Film earlier on in the year, A Fantastic Woman, the Chilean entry, directed by Sebastian Lelio. At the centre of this wonderful, melodramatic, magical drama is an absolutely mesmerising central performance by Daniela Vega, who I hadn't seen on screen before, but she is just wonderful. It's the story of a trans woman whose cis male partner dies, and she is suddenly left shut out of her world, shut out of the world of his relatives, and of her friendships. And it's really moving, but it's also really inventive. There are scenes in it which are utterly magical and dreamlike, and other scenes which are very, very down to earth. It's a really wonderful film. And once again, it's the foreign language film category at the Oscars that throws up some of the most exciting stuff.
De l'expérience avec les enfants?
J'adore les enfants. Maintenant, j'ai pas fumé, quoi, tu dis ça?
Which brings me to number 6, and a film, the title of which I keep mispronouncing. I want to say Jeune Femme, because I failed my French O-level 3 times when I was at school. It's Jeune Femme. Jeune Femme. I know it's Jeune Femme, but I keep calling it Jeune Femme. Anyway, however you say it, Léonore Serret's drama is really wonderful. On the one hand, it's kooky and quirky and funny. On the other, It is really, really moving. It's a story of somebody spiraling around Paris as their life falls apart. It has a brilliant central performance by Letitia Dosh. Every time I say to people, you have to see Jeune Femme, they say, you mean Jeune Femme? I say, it doesn't matter, just see the film.
Vous avez un chalet dedans?
Plein. Je les engraisse et après, je les cuisine pour les manger avec de la compote comme du boudin.
So that's it. Number 10 to number 6 are my favourite films released in UK cinema January through June 2018. To recap, at number 10, A Quiet Place. At number 9, Padman. Number 8, Phantom Thread. Number 7, Fantastic Woman. And number 6, Jeune Femme. Join me next week for number 10 to number 6 of my worst films of the year so far.